First we stopped next to the boiler, next to Weadock Unit 8's boiler, and watched some laborers using a torch to cut off the outer metal panels on the boiler. So they do this to get access to the insulation that's behind those metal panels. So right now they're prepping to do asbestos abatement, but they're just removing the metal panels in areas where there's non-asbestos containing insulation behind, just so they can get all of the waste material out of their way, and soon they can regulate that entire area and remove the asbestos under a negative pressure enclosure. Our next stop was the water room on the north end of the building. In the water room, you saw in the video, they have a couple large totes of wastewater. That's water that's being used inside the abatement containment as they finish up the abatement of boilers 1 through 6 and wash down any debris, any dirt in there, any dust fibers. They collect all that in totes, they pump it to those totes you saw in the water room, and then they double filter that water. So we had some video of them changing out the filters, which they do every 10 minutes. They have a 5-micron filter and then a 1-micron filter in series. And after they do that, then they can dispose of that water, and that water stays here on site. Once it's filtered and all the asbestos fibers are removed, it's disposed of here on the current Weadock site. When you walk through the plant, you can see what 75 years of dust and dirt looks like. So that's what's plugging up the filters, and they make sure they're effective and remain effective. They keep sampling that water too to be sure that their filtration is working. They do that every week. As we walked out of the building, we saw them loading out hoppers of asbestos waste. So inside containment, they wet any asbestos containing material and bag it in asbestos bags, and then bag it a second time. So everything is double bagged with a certain thickness of bag, also plastic thickness. And then you can see they gooseneck them, or they flip the end of the bag over, they run duct tape around it. So that's what you saw in the hopper, and they're dumping that out into a SkyTrack and hauling it off to a dumpster, a line dumpster. So all of those roll-off dumpsters go to a Type 2 landfill, which is certified to handle asbestos waste.